Hello, welcome back. Today we talk about 80s synth-pop. Yeah, 80s, I love it. And I can imagine a lot of you do too. Synth-pop, usually we of course we have those big guns in our head. We have Human League, we have Heaven 17, we have Depeche Mode, Ultravox and bands like that. And of course, synth-pop is also a genre, a lot of sub-genres too, so it's a broad genre. And today I want to talk about and I want to play some very hidden, fantastic, in my opinion, fantastic songs from 80s, sometimes very early 80s synth-pop. And yeah, of course, the grandfather of synth-pop, or the fathers, don't make them older than they are. The father of synth-pop, of course, is Kraftwerk. Every one of these bands declares that Kraftwerk has inspired them very, very heavily. But there is also, of course, other influences. And the first record I want to show you, the first record I want to play a song from, is a discovery I made a few weeks back, and yeah, so far my discovery of the year in a way. I'm talking about Few. Few is a Japanese artist, a woman, who didn't do much. This record came out in 1981. This is the original pressing. There has been a reissue in 1986, I think. And yeah, in a way that was a cover buy from me. And cover buys often goes well, but very, very, very that well in my case. Because when I got the record home and put it on, I said, wow, this is amazing. And then I looked at the back of the jacket. And I discovered the musicians that did this record with Few, and the producer. The musicians are Holger Czukay and Jackie Liebezeit. Yeah, Can. Producer, Conny Plank. And wow. When you get into this record, you have this synth-pop crowd influence. You really, in a few seconds, you will hear it. Can influence, amazing, and of course this overall fantastic production value of the genius Conny Plank. Wonderful recording, a wonderful record, and it was really difficult for me to figure out which song shall I play from that record, but of course I had to decide, and yeah, let's get into it. I'm playing the second song on side 1, Signal. Brilliant! I really do hope that you enjoyed that song as much as I do. If so, the next one also be probably something for you. I'm talking here about a band from Australia, Severed Heads. Severed Heads came to be in 1979 in Australia and wasn't that popular at the time, wasn't that famous, but over the years they managed to build up a severe following and a lot of people who likes their stuff. What the song we hear from Severed Heads are quite different in a way, still synth-pop, but less post-punky, krautrockish like the first one from Few. I want to play one song from this album from 1985. I have here the British first pressing. Comes with a piece of paper who gets into the songs and gives you some information. And on this double album, you have works from Severed Heads from 1979 till 1983. This is a wonderful record to get into Severed Heads. And the song I would love to play from this album is on side A, the sixth song, Power Circles. You know, this is also this emotional, nice, accessible way of doing synth-pop, Severed Heads.
That there were power circles in Paris. They knew exactly what we were doing. They knew our conversations. And I really couldn't see why they were that interested, but telling me that there were power circles in Paris. They knew exactly what we were doing. They knew our conversations. And I really couldn't see why they were that interested, but okay, I don't really care. They can get it all down anyway. They can get it all down anyway. Get it all down, get it all down, get it all down anyway. They can get it all down. They can get it all down anyway. Anyway.
Severed Heads, really worth your time, in my opinion, to dig a little bit deeper into this band from Australia if you haven't already. There are also interesting reissues from the Vinyl on Demand label, the German label that puts a heavy focus on this kind of 80s synth pop. Yeah, now from Australia back to Japan. Mishio Ogawa. Mishio Ogawa puts out this wonderful synth-pop, new wave, heavily jazz-influenced album in 1984. It sadly never got, sorry that I put it wrong, this is the right way of showing it. It never got reissued, and I think this album really needs an decent, very good reissue. Fantastic sounding album and really on the sunny side of synth pop, new wave music. This woman has such a beautiful feeling of putting the Japanese aspect of synth pop into that kind of music. Before we go on, I give you an idea of what to expect from this brilliant hidden gem of synth-pop music. Mishio Ogawa. The whole album is a total winner in my opinion. I also detected that now that I dig more and more into Japanese music, and of course Japanese music, 80s synth-pop, 80s Japanese synth-pop is really worth getting into. Now last album for this video, yeah, maybe the most exciting one. I learned about that album during a stream with Thomas Busk and Stunty. Thomas Busk played a song of this album, and I immediately said, wow, this is it for me. This is an album for me. I'm talking about Mariah. Mariah is again a Japanese band founded in 1979, and 1983 they put out this synth-pop avant-garde experimental masterpiece of a record. It's a double album, but mostly a double album due to the fact that they put it out as a 45 RPM version. And this album from Mariah is an absolute killer. I will play the song at the end of the video when I finally stopped talking, and I play the whole song so you can decide for how long you want to go with it. If you enjoy it, go the whole 6 or 7 minutes it takes. It's a killer song again. I think, you know, what's so exciting about that journey is discovering new stuff, discovering new aspects of music, of genres you like, of genres you lived through. You know, as I stated several times now, I'm a child of the 80s, of course, due to the fact that I was born 65, and yeah, this is again a killer record. And I always wonder, what have I done in 1980 during that time period, 1980, 1999? I was so active. I went to the clubs, I bought records, I made tapes for little clubs, but none of the Severed Heads I knew, but those Japanese records I wasn't aware of at all. Of course, now it's very, very exciting to discover them. But on the other hand, it's such a shame that we as a group of people at that time totally haven't been aware of this fantastic music. But on the other hand, beautiful that we can get into it now, and I hope to introduce some of you into new music, and maybe you even like it. Let's hope. Okay, that's it, the talking part for today. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope to see you on the next one. And now, if you want to, enjoy Mariah.